Another weekend. Got a lot planned for today. If you remember from the last vlog, we had a meeting about this week's podcast, and that's because we're doing a special April Fool's thing where our wives host our podcast instead of us. So I got that around noon, and then I've prearranged a little Xbox session with my fellow podcasters. That's right after the podcast. So I'm just going to be out bright and early today and maybe make an attempt at actually exercising. A few months ago I was attempting to get in shape indoors using nothing but Wii Fit, and it worked for a while, but then it just got too cumbersome and there's not enough room where I live really to do it. But I tried and it worked for a while. So I'm gonna try doing a little jogging in the morning and see if that actually helps. So I'm going to jog to the park and jog back before the podcast. Let me grab my headphones real quick and let's get going. I am out of shape. Oh my God. Okay, so it just kind of occurred to me that this is my third vlog in, and I've barely introduced myself. Maybe I should do that now as I slowly walk and pretend that this is a full jog, because that was brisk. As you gathered by the name of this channel, my name's David Jones. Currently live in a small town in West Michigan called Grand Haven, right on Lake Michigan. A bunch of tourists here in the summer. While I currently live in Grand Haven, I am not from here. Not originally anyway. I was born around the area of San Diego, but I didn't grow up there. Don't really remember it very much. I grew up in the combination of sort of around the Boise, Idaho area when I was a little bit younger, kind of a kid to maybe junior high age. And then from my teens to my early 20s, I grew up around the Olympia, Washington area. I moved to Michigan very late 2007, and I've been here ever since. After a bunch of nonsense, a failed relationship, some horrible jobs, being very, very poor, I met my wife in 2011. We were married 2013, and we've hopped a few houses until we moved over here into the much more quiet Grand Haven area. I'm sure that story is not particularly exciting. I think I'm going to make an attempt to actually run a little bit now. All right. I'm just about home. That was a bit exhausting, but something I should probably get in the habit of doing more, and anyone watching should probably hold me to that. Going to hop in the shower and then start to get about my day.
Put a spell on you, 'cause you're mine.
Time to make something quick to eat. Then got to get set up for the podcast, and then things are just pretty much going to get super busy for me from there.
Things you do, you better stop the things you do. The things you do, you better stop the things you do. The things you do, you better stop the things you do. I ain't lying. No, I ain't lying. You know I can't stand it. You're running around. You know better, Daddy. I can't stand it 'cause you put me down. Yeah, yeah. I put a spell on you. Because you're mine. You're mine. Spell on you. Put a spell on you.
Podcast went fantastic. I think this will end up being one of our most popular ones. So, just exporting now. And yeah, do what I can, and then we'll be on Xbox with the guys in a few. Okay, gonna probably call it a day on this. So I pick either Friday, Saturday, or Sunday, whichever one I have the most free time or the most interesting thing going on. I'm gonna use that one for my vlog. This week, there really wasn't a good day to shoot. Noticed there was probably a big chunk of my day missing from this one, just because I was just times where I was in places where I either couldn't film or just didn't have the opportunity to. I hope it was still enjoyable. I think it turned out pretty well. I don't really have anything more to add other than I'm hungry. It's dinner time. So I'm gonna go eat that, and I'll talk to you next week.